Aight, yeah, aight, drop. Aight, ain't nothing changed in the ghetto.
Stun up, just bought a Hummer. Pull up to the club now.
Ain't nothing changed in the ghetto.
Two runners, and they got burners. Pull up to the trap now. All the
Nothing
just
changed in the ghetto.
stun up, just bought a Hummer. Pull up to the club now. All the
Nothing
bitches
changed in the ghetto.
two runners, and they got burners. Pull up to the trap now. All the just
Hey, welcome. You know what time it is. It's time. It's the day before Friday, Central Time, 5:30. Every second with Cluren Williams. Thank you guys for having me here again. We are going live. And again, today we have a surprise for the followers and viewers and the listeners who are in tune and intact with this show. We are giving $100 away again on the grace and the support of the UPC Urban Power Connection. Shout out to the Urban Power Connection. They are the sponsors and the partners and my buddies and brothers and kings as we move forward. So thank you. Shout out to Ed and the production team. We're going to get straight into this thing, man. We got some interesting names to talk about today. I want to go straight into one of the police brutality cases of the week. I have a video here that I want to present to you guys. This video is kind of graphic, but we want to dissect the video and look at it and talk about some of the things that's still going on today, it's still relevant. I mean, nobody wants to hear it, but it's still relevant. I mean, to some societies, some peoples and entities of certain colors believe that this is a nagging, endless voice. But look how we're being treated. Look how we're being done. Ted, could you please bring up the police brutality video of the week for me? Um,
Bro. Stop, bro. What's your password? What's your Stop, Josh, stop. Stop, bro. Stop, Josh, stop. Stop hitting him, bro. Just stop.
Play that again for me, Ted. Well, I want you to play that at least. That's okay. So we can get a good clear view. I want you to play it from the beginning of that video too.
Bro. Stop, bro. What's your password? What's your Stop, Josh, stop. Stop, bro. Stop, Josh, stop. Stop hitting him, bro. Just stop.
Okay, one more time, Ted. Again, viewers, this is kind of graphic.
Bro. Stop, bro. What's your password? What's your Stop, Josh, stop. Stop, bro. Stop, Josh, stop. Stop hitting him, bro. Just stop.
Now, again, this video here clearly shows the treatment of our youth and our youngsters, you know, our children, to be Pacific. This is getting out of hand. It's gotten out of hand. I guess for some reason we thought after the George Floyd incident, things were going to change. Now, just mind you, remember, just months ago, literally months ago, we were watching every city get destroyed after riot after riot after riot. And now you walk outside and go on your lawn and roll you up one before you get outside in the morning and you look up and everybody riding around acting like airheads. So it's like, do we ever become proactive? Do we ever get prepared to stop this, or do we just react when it happens? So do we have to keep showing these visuals? Do we have to keep talking about this? Do we have to keep bringing this up? Yes, we do. Are you tired of hearing it, America? We don't care. The fact is every chance that we give you guys to do the right thing, you continuously lie and you continuously abuse and beat down our people. Now, this video should wake some of you guys up. That was a child. I don't know if you got kids. If you do have kids, the last thing you want to see is your child break the internet and getting beat down or killed by a police officer. It's already embarrassing enough for everybody to wind up being in your business overnight, knowing who you are, knowing all your dirty things, exposing your family. We had to deal with that with the Lawrence Parrish case, the exposing of our family, the tarnishing of our name. They did it in federal court. They'll destroy you. They'll destroy everything you stand for and make you look like you're just straight criminals every chance they get. Now, this young person that they were doing this to, uh, we want to find out who they are, where their families are, and we want to bring some support for them. They need some support. I just received this video. So when you see this clip, and Ted, play the video one more time, please, for the audience. Reach out to me and give me some information. Let me
Stop,
know if
bro.
you know anything about this, where this was at, and we'll make sure that we get involved immediately. Okay. And so we're gonna move along every second with Cluren Williams. I know we starting off real profound, a little bit serious, but this is a serious time. It's a lot of things going on and it needs to be addressed. And so every second, every second with me, I'm going to address these things, get them out, but I'm also going to give us ways to continuously fight the right way, right? And so I'm representing Black Excellence. I have my buddy Victor in the back. He'll be in here. Bring Victor on, Ted. He represents Black Excellence. He's always here with me every Thursday. We have some events coming up also with the UPC brand and UPC as a whole. Victor is a UPC representative and entrepreneur and etc. So I want to go right into talking with you, Victor. Um, I'm not sure if you're aware of the video I just played or not, if you've seen the video. Um, but you had some interesting stories also yourself. Um, there's another news story that I'm going to bring up here soon. But did you check out the video that I just played before you came on? Were you able to see that, Victor?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I saw it, man. And before I go into it, I want to go ahead and introduce myself to everybody. I'm Victor Vinziant, published author of The Code and The Business of Me. Just want to get my books out there, and I'm a real estate professional. I'm an investor, vice president of UPC in Cluren, and I back up my right hand man here with Cluren, just like every second counts, man. So, but to speak on the video itself was always hard to watch, but necessary to remind you of what's really out there, and what I'm saying, that lies in wait for us. It's not to bring about fear, more than about bringing awareness to it. We don't. I don't know all the details about it in terms of like what led up to that particular event. I just know I feel like public service should be held with a different type of accountability when like when they're executing it. Their duties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That individual was a boy, from what I understand, a very young adolescent boy, and it could have been handled a little bit differently. Not sure what took place, but the visual of it just shows that the the brutalization of people by police is a preferred taste. You know what I'm saying? It's just as American as baseball.
Yeah, yeah. And then like with me, it just rearoused a lot of different emotions and feelings that I
Yeah, I
already
had
had.
to pause for a
Sad part
second
about
myself.
it is I'm moving around now and I realize, man, that I'm one of them people that don't have the luxury of calling the police. I've had so many bad run-ins, so many bad things that happen and transpire with the police that I can't even take the time to say, okay, well, you're a good police officer, you're a bad police officer. I gotta pick and choose. I can't even pick and choose no more. If you're not willing to correct your own fellow officers within the department, if you're not willing to be the whistleblower, if you're not willing to stand up, then I have to treat you like the rest of them murderers and them killers and them thieves and them liars, because that's what they are representing now. They have tarnished the badge in every form and fashion. They have tarnished the responsibility of protecting and serving and protecting, I should say. I said it backwards. You serve first and then you protect what you serve. And you are not doing that. I don't care what police department, and I take that back. It's hard for me to overlook some of the, like, I've encountered different police departments. I was in North Carolina, Elizabeth City. It was pretty much a predominantly black police department. And those guys they didn't have anything to do with the Andrew Brown slaying. It was a different department. I was there working and supporting the family, and to meet these guys and them already know who I was, and have them there letting me know that they were willing to protect me, whatever was going on. I've received a lot of support from the community, and it was like, man, okay, this is what's up. I can respect that. And at some point we have to realize that there probably is some departments, right, who have those whistleblowers, who have those people that's not going to allow this to happen. But for Austin and APD, they don't have that. They've never had it, and it's ridiculous. So I can't really speak for other people in their town, but I can speak on the behalf of Austin, Texas. But we got some more news of the week, man. I seen this other story this week. Ted, can you get the other clipping from this other story that I sent, man? This lady here in Texas, man, and a boyfriend or whatever, baby daddy, they leave these children in the house for over a year. Okay, a year. But play the clipping, man. This is sickening. I want you to see.
Now 11, we're getting a look at the Texas woman and her boyfriend who were the death of the woman's 8-year-old son. The boy's remains, skeletal remains, found inside a Houston area apartment with 3 surviving siblings. The oldest, a 15-year-old who had been living with his younger brother's corpse for nearly a year, called 911 over the weekend saying he couldn't take it anymore. The teen and his younger brothers were fending for themselves, telling investigators their parents hadn't been home in months. Investigators are trying to determine why no one at the apartment complex noticed anything unusual. Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC.
Man, hold up. That is crazy, bro. Okay, so it's so many things to dissect and talk about this story, but I'm gonna start with the fact that the 15-year-old boy lived in the house with his brother, from watching his little brother die to basically decaying, to turning into bones. Do you know how long they live with the Smith? This is your little brother. When I tell you look at the society. Can you believe this? Can you, when you hear this stuff? I know you don't have kids, Victor, but it doesn't matter. This is a 15-year-old boy, his little brother, his other sibling, left in the house for over a year, having to defend for themselves, feed for themselves. And obviously, we don't even know how the other little boy died. They haven't even said how he died. Did he die of starvation? Did he die of a sickness, of an illness? Was he murdered already? Did they kill the little boy and then leave? You
So
know,
many
well,
questions.
did they kill the little boy while he was at home and then they left while the other kids were at school or something possibly? Or like, what happens? Is so much to ask about this story, but it's also so dark. It's like, okay, here come Halloween, and here goes some real horrifying stories, some real horrific stories, some Halloween stories for your ass. Like, for real. These are the real ones. The story, so once you think about it so deep, it scared me, man. But it's the crazy thing is it's here in Texas, right? It happened in Texas. And I'm looking up and I'm like, okay, I believe that I'm pretty much convinced that it's a bunch of weirdos out here now, man. Y'all so weird. Who the hell does this? And you know what? To top it all off, bro, I hate to say it, they black people. Oh, 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 they were some black people. Oh Lord, they were some black
All
people.
kin ain't kin.
They had to
Oh,
be in them HMR, bro. They had
man,
to be in them HMR. Ain't nowhere in hell.
I
But
can't even understand it.
but it's crazy, man. But that story, man, is it's just it just it just puts me in another place. I can't believe this happened. Our condolences go out to those children, man. We praying for them children. We praying that somebody go in and can adopt them children. But this is something that I'm probably gonna keep close view on, man. I want to know what they're gonna do to these parents, the mother who left them there. I want to know, you know, what kind of responsibility, and then I want to know, like they said, how did nobody not know? Like, how did they go on for an entire year living, you know, in
It
the
tells you.
house and nobody knows? This is how much, and this is apartment complex. This is how bad the community has split up, Victor.
That's what I was about to
That
say. Yep.
nobody even knows their own damn neighbor. Matter of fact, the damn doors now is closer than your arm length, and you
Mm-hmm.
still don't know them people. See, I grew up in a neighborhood. We stayed in one house, you know, my bad, y'all, but one house here and then, you know, another house there, and we had land, and you had to walk next door. But now a lot of people stand in these gated communities where you can look out your window and see your neighbor humping. You can see him, baby. You can see him whooping them kids. You can see everything and hear everything. It's like staying in a damn motel. So how y'all go this far in this whole apartment damn complex for an entire year and never notice these babies living in this house? How did y'all not smell something? Do you know what a dead body smell like? How the hell you don't smell no dead body? This ain't no raccoon, no damn squirrel. We ain't talking about no damn dead bird. We talking about a whole human corpse.
Yep.
And y'all walk around here every day like ain't nothing going on. Y'all don't give a damn. But what I tell you the other day, Victor,
Mm.
I walk outside, I'm so in tune with nature, with myself. I'm in tune with God, right? And me,
Mm-hmm.
when I go outside, I can feel the atmosphere that everybody in their own world. Everybody literally is walking around like a damn zombie or woolly woo foo foo or in fool's land, riding around butt naked with some cotton candy in their hand, sliding up and down the elevators. See, in fool's land, you can do whatever you want to do. You can be who you want to be, and guess what they give you? They give you fool's gold money,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want to come out of that place. But how else can you explain a walking around in the same atmosphere in an apartment complex, people coming in, people coming out, and y'all see these babies, 15-year-old
With no super,
babies with no parents, never.
no supervision.
You know, and I'm trying to wonder, did they ever say anything? Did the kids ever reach out for help? I'm trying to figure out why the little boy at 15 years old, because I know what I was doing at 15, trying to get a nut. Trying to get a nut. No, but for real though, at 15, I was moving around and stuff, and I was doing stuff, right? And I was grinding, and stuff, But I wasn't no damn fool. Right?
Mm-mm.
Like I still would have called my grandma or auntie. Somebody be like, man, my mama smoking that dope. She done left us in the house. Ain't no food up in here. I'd be damn.
Something.
Right? Or I got on the bus and went and slept from school. I wouldn't be going to school. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it
You
just to me I think it speaks to how disconjointed the black family is right now, because who knows what their family structure look like without being disrespectful to anybody that might be listening, you know what I'm saying, that's related to them. It speaks to a large example. This isn't the first time that something like this has happened. You know, it just so happens it's not that far from, you know what I'm saying, where we live geographically
Yeah,
speaking, and now
yeah,
it's an issue.
yeah, yeah. Now, it's been an issue,
It's been
but
an issue.
to see it in 3D,
To see it like
it's
that, yeah.
always a different. It give you a whole different outlook, right? It give you a whole different outlook on stuff and what's going on. But we're gonna move on, man. My condolences go.
Yep.
To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Cause I showed you love first, but that ain't mean shit. You crossed me first, so you can eat my dick. This my clique, nigga. I stand strong for 'em. I do everything, even get my left arm for 'em. Straight drop bomb for 'em. Straight Vietnam for 'em. Straight go corn for 'em. Even had to stay calm for 'em. Stuck on the street, it was just us three. How niggas start with 2 rocks and have a QP. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. They always used to say I wouldn't amount to nothing. But in my dreams, I'm who I wanna be. Yeah. And how I feel, it ain't up for discussion. Just know I opened up and spread my wings out. Done drink so much about it, I can taste it. Running races, setting records, trying to break it. But reality just sitting hard to face it. That many time you put me down and said my rap wouldn't make it all, man. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Cause I showed you love first, but that ain't mean shit. You cross me first, so you can eat my dick. This my clique, nigga. I stand strong for 'em. I do everything, even get my left arm for 'em. Straight drop bomb for 'em. Straight Vietnam for 'em. Straight go corn for 'em. Even have to stay calm for 'em. Stuck on the street, it was just us three. How a nigga start with 2 rocks and have a QP. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Look how we used to say I wouldn't amount to nothing. But in my dreams, I'm who I wanna be. Yeah. And how I feel, it ain't up for discussion. Just know I opened up and spread my wings out. Done drink so much about it, I can taste it. Running races, setting records, trying to break it. But reality just sitting hard to face it. That many time you put me down and said my rap wouldn't make it all, man. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team.
You gotta fix my mic. Cause my mic not on. Yeah, it's working now. It's working now. Ted, can you hear me? Yeah. Just jump in the private and say yeah.
You're good.
All right, let's roll.
Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team.
All right. Had some technical difficulties right there, but we back on. So like I said, the local news, police brutality, some of the things we just covered, and now we want to go straight into Black excellence and talking about some of the things that I got my guest in the back here to do with me. So Victor, we got another guest. Is he still on, right?
Yeah, he should be.
Okay.
There he is.
There you
What's
go.
up, man?
Victor, I'd like you to take control of this part, and I want you to introduce our guests and treat them like you treat your new girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Be nice to them. Be polite. You know what I'm saying? Buy them something to eat. All that good stuff.
Man, take him out on a date.
Well, nah, you ain't got to take them out, but just treat them nice. Treat them nice on my show. That's all I mean. Just treat them nice on my show.
All right, I got it from here. I got you, man. So, Cluren already touched on all the other topics that we discussed before. And since I'm a veteran, and being a veteran is very dear to me, I like to give my other brothers in my other tribes and my military experience a chance to talk about what it's like to be, like in a constant mode of trying to assimilate to regular society after serving in the United States military. You know what I'm saying? Adam is one of my guys that.
But hold on, I told you to introduce you. I didn't tell you to talk. Introduce the guest. Let him talk. I want to hear from him. I talk to you all the time. Let me hear his voice. I don't even know what he sound like. He might sound like Mike
told
Keeson.
me to do
I don't
my
know
thing.
what he sound like, man. Let the man talk. I want to hear your voice, man. Can you talk? Introduce the guest, please. So you not being like he trying to hog. He trying to hog the.
Now I'm trying to hog it. Oh,
okay,
man.
just introduce the guest, please.
hey, Adam, go ahead. You see how he told me what to do, and then he talked about it. Go ahead.
I'm just here, man. I'm just here. Look, I appreciate you putting me on, honestly, Mr. Williams. But Vic has taught me a lot being a vet, trying to get through this whole struggle of life, doing everything else, like it's been with his guidance and his help, I've been able to kind of like change my family tree, which is dope. And if we could help any other veterans do this, is exactly what they need to do as well. I mean, we're taught from military to be, watch your back, buddy, watch your buddy. You know what I mean? And we all got to watch out for each other in these streets. And the finance game is the same thing, even after retirement. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help spread what I could, to help other folks out.
Word. So the other day, you know what I'm saying, you hit me with some game for me to go do some research on, and it was called infinite banking, right?
Right.
And that played into how, like, you was talking about retirement and everything. So I'm gonna let you talk about that because you gave me some good
nuggets. So a few months back, Vic, I contacted Vic and I told him, I was like, yo, there's this thing called the infinite banking concept, and it had to do with life insurance and how folks, kind of save themselves by protecting themselves at the same time, being your own bank and paying yourself. If you ever notice, every time you charge your card, you're going to get a fee. That fee should be paid to you instead of to the bank, because then you're making somebody else rich. So
I know that.
So that's pretty much the infinite banking concept in a nutshell. You get a whole lifetime policy that pays dividends. You put your money in that. From that point, you go ahead and you could borrow against it. So let me give you an example. Let's just say, for instance, you stack up, $5,000 a year for the next 5 years. You got 25 grand stacked up in there, right? At any point, you could say, you know what? I got 25 grand. Can I borrow 15 or 20 of that real quick? And they'll give it to you. The insurance policy will give it to you, but they won't touch your money. What they'll say is, hey, go ahead. Yeah. So you're going to be accruing interest on the 25 grand in the bank. The 15 that you asked for is a loan that they gave you. With that loan, you go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to go apply and buy this house, do this, whatever, get this revenue going from there. You turn that revenue from that house back into that policy, and you're paying yourself back while you're still gaining that interest. So every time you borrow, you put the money right back into the same pot.
Yep.
Man,
I don't know if you ever heard about it.
I ain't never heard a book on it. I'm just trying to get my people to start getting life insurance so we can stop baking fish plates and chicken and shit every time somebody get killed. I'm tired of people having to do all this marketing and selling sausages and GoFundMe
and everything else,
all this stuff when it's time to bury their people. So I mean, just having the little idea, just having a way to bury our family, or when I go, or my kids, or anything, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to just bury them properly. I've always been a thing that I've always talked about, but you talking about something that's way beyond just burying somebody. You talking about some things that we can do while we're alive with policies
right now. Access your cash right now.
And so, can you get a little bit more in tune with like how to start?
So I'll be honest with you. When I came across this a while back, I was going through my whole enlightening, as I like to call it. Vic was putting me on a game with the Airbnb biz and real estate. At the same time, I'm learning this infinite banking concept, and I don't know about y'all, but I got 4 kids, 2 with disabilities. You know what I'm saying? I'm a disabled vet. I'm doing everything I can. I've still got a 9 to 5, so it ain't easy. You know what I mean? But make a long story short, the best thing I did was I just YouTubed it. Like I heard about it, and I was like, I got to find out more about this. And apparently, from my research and the books that I read, the person who started this was Mr. Nelson. I forgot his first name right now; it escapes me. But he was in the life insurance business, and there's a lot of times you can borrow against a life policy. If you ever worked and had a 401k, it's the same principle. You're taking your money from your job and you're putting it into this insurance policy, this 401k. At some point, you can borrow against that and use it to buy a house or something if you have a 401k. You'll just have to pay it back at a really low percentage, but you're paying yourself back. That money goes back into your account. Well, it's the same concept. It's like having a 401k, but your own 401k where you get to set the rules. Your own 401k where you get to use the company that you want to use, and you can put as much as you want in, and it's untaxable. So imagine this: you put the money in and it's pre-tax, and then when you take it out, it's a loan. You pay it back. There's no tax.
Well, that's what's up. I'm digging what you kicking right now, man. I've never heard nothing about it.
Infinite banking concept.
Victor, you always seem to surprise me with putting, first you lead me to the water, and you say, hey man, I can lead you, but I can't make you drink. And but that's what I needed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs a person in their life like that. Everybody needs a person that's gonna push them to go a little harder. And so Adam, my question to you is outside of the game you just gave us, like I said, I appreciate that too. What other type of business are you in? Are you doing any other type of business outside of that?
You better talk your shit.
So let me preface. I graduated with a degree in photography, so anything you see in commercial photography, I could do. But I specialize in medical photography. So every time they open up the body or find something strange, I take those photos. I do that on the side as well as from my everyday job. So that's something that's a specialty little niche that I do. That's how I get mine on a day my 9 to 5 grind. I also own an Airbnb, like I said. With Vic's help, I got into real estate, start kicking it out, man. I mean, Vic will teach you straight up. He will get you there, but you got to you got to drink. You know what I'm saying? He can get you there. It's just funny, man. Like that real estate game is really the stuff.
Yeah.
It's really the shit, man. For real. Like I doubled my money up in a matter of months, man. And I've been hot and popping ever since, about to buy another one. It got to the point where now I'm into the vending machine game. My 15-year-old son has watched me from a distance, see me, struggle with this whole Airbnb and everything else, and getting into the point where I'm at, where I'm very successful at it. And now he's getting into the game, and now I got him going with the vending machine game. So we're doing vending machines, real estate, Airbnb, photography, specialized stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now keep on it.
Yeah, you had me crunk like a song. I don't know what was going on, but this what I'm talking about. I know you hustling, man. I love it, man. I love to see somebody hustling and getting it in like that, man. Very talented, very seem like very wholesome and straight up guy too, man. You seem
I appreciate that.
And one thing I can say, if Victor is a voucher the same way, around the globe, man, my casa su casa, that's if he say your family with family, man. So now I got another personal question for you, man. What kind of positive message do you use to keep going? You seem like you got all these different hats you got to put on, from being a father, multitask at the same time. You got to take out the trash. You got to hustle. You got to come back, watch it. But you got to do, all the regular stuff too. So what do you use to motivate you, man, through all the things you've been through, all the fucked up times? What stuck out the most to get you to where you at right now and to continue to go, man? I like to motivate my viewers.
Yeah, man, my motivation, my everyday motivation, man. I've been married for 20 years, man. Up, down, all good, bad. I've had support, man, from my family. So this is for my fam. Like this is definitely for my kids, man. I want to definitely change the family tree. I'm an only child, man. Grew up in New York City. You know what I'm saying? My mom's was not the best, but she was there. I grew up with no father. You know what I mean? Like I should have been out for the count long, long time ago, man. So I just
Yeah,
keep my drive. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Uh, I've been caught up in the game as well. You know what I mean? Like it's a part of life where I'm at and where I was from. So now that I've grown up, my motivation now is my kids. I don't want them to ever see or go through those kind of things. And I'm trying to fight for my kids to be on a different platform. I know how it was to struggle, be homeless. I don't want them to ever be that way. You know what I mean? I want them to always have abundant, but I also want to teach them. They also have to teach the generations behind them. We all have to be responsible for our history while we're living it. So when they learn it, they know what we were about.
already. So if you want to sum all that up, right? That whole thing, that whole story, what you living for, what you gonna die for, and everything. What is one word? Just give me one word. What is it? What's that word for you? What is that word?
Unapologetically. I'm
Already.
unapologetically Puerto Rican. I will always be proud of it. I'm a warrior at heart. You know what I mean? I'm a two-time war veteran. You can't tell me shit. I grew up in New York. You can't tell me a damn thing. This 5 years pop.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah,
me? So,
already.
but at the same time, I'm unapologetically humble. Like I'm humble with the stuff I learn from others. You know what I mean? I'm not scared to ask, hey, how, or hey, lead me, or what can I help you so you can help me? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I put my hand out there first. So, you know, whatever. That's me.
Already, man. I respect that, man. And I thank you for coming here, man,
Appreciate you.
and giving us your time, and giving us that knowledge. We need that. Victor, man, you amaze me, brother. You got somebody on here to know what they talking about. Glad you didn't bring nobody on here drunk, no videos, talking crazy, playing loaded. But you brought somebody on here that really knows something, man, and they can teach us something. And that's what this is about, man. I want you to come to the show and I want you to go back with something, right? And so I got couple of more questions for you, brother. Make it time to heal. Now you say you're a war veteran, right? And you got a lot of stuff on your plate. You're handling business, so there is a part of life that involves that I like to stay ahead of, and that's my mental health. Right now, I'm working my butt off to continually stay in this mind frame that I'm going to make some time for me to heal. So if you're not making time to heal, I'm not saying you are not, but if you are, what are you doing in Pacific when it comes to making some time to heal? Why you getting to the goal, bro?
So that's a great question, man. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I struggle with my mental health. I do, and a lot of us out there have problems. Mine, I get anxious. You know what I mean? Like I want to get it.
Yeah,
It's just my
yeah,
my goal. But my mental health, what I do is I reaffirm myself, man. Nobody knows my track but me. And no matter who I tell it to, they ain't gonna believe it or they're gonna deny it. But it's my truth. And
yeah,
I'm gonna follow my truth, man. And so I affirm myself every morning, good, bad, or ugly. Stuff happens where we have no control. We may lose a deal, we may lose a bag, we may have some issues, but you gotta understand sometimes the loss is a lesson, not the mission. You know what I mean? You got a goal to get to. So sometimes you're gonna run to those potholes, man. That's all right. Fix it up, keep moving, drive on. You know what I mean? It's hard. And look, I'm be the first. I don't know if Vic knew this, but I was going through a tremendous divorce. My
yeah.
first deployment, not even my first deployment, my first duty station.
Yeah.
I was going through a vicious, man. I thought it was over. I was 23. I thought my world had ended. My wife was leaving me. I was about to be deployed. Like shit
Yeah,
just got crazy. Court. I
yeah,
was going through the shit, and I thought I was gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna drink myself to death, man. And I
yeah.
got lucky, man. I got lucky. I got up out of that bad relationship and turned out something good. Now I've been married almost 20 years, man. So it's crazy.
Say
Like just
that
look at
say
stuff.
a lot. That say a lot. When you said 20 years, you know what that tells me? For everybody listening, when some people tell you marriages don't work, when people tell you all this crazy stuff, because really they just learning their entire life off social media and other people's opinions. One thing people in this world need to understand that quit listening to people that ain't never flew the plane. If you ain't flew the plane, shut up.
Shut up.
You don't have no opinion if you ain't tried to fly the damn plane. So it's too many people ready to raise their hand, open their mouth, and speak and give you an opinion, but they never flew the plane. Bro, if that is the most waste of breath I've ever heard in my life. But one thing I can tell you is, man, that you are a vouch of the way that I look at life. See, I look at life as not what somebody say. But what sometimes it gotta be a little bit more of what I can see and I touch, and I have to use my own experience. I've experienced watching people be together for 50 years. I've experienced watch people get AIDS from homosexuality. I've experienced these things. So when I speak about my life and it winds up being the same shit you see on TV, that's why I talk the way I talk. Because I have experience. It's not an opinion. I'm not jumping up, yelling, Adam, man, you ain't. I know you done slipped in one of them years. 20 years, you ain't never fucked nothing else. You ain't never looked at, smelled no other pussy. See, that shit is what people do to investigate, antagonize, which is another conversation we're gonna have. The reversal of roles. When women are being the abusers to men, when they are the ones being aggressive and beating on men, right? And things like that. I see that you found a way to find some self-love and be able to obtain this type of thing that is just not normal right now anymore. 20-year marriage, still working, still willing to love, still, in your youth, and got a lot of more life to live, if you ask me. So, that speaks volumes in itself. God has his hands around you and your family. And again,
number 46.
man, yeah. Yeah, and I appreciate you, like I said again, for coming. But that is also, how do you feel, Victor, about that reversal role? How would you expect? Have you ever had a girl slap you and tell you get out of her house and pack your shit up and put it on the porch?
No, I do have. I'm the one with the houses. Okay, ain't nobody put me out.
Ever. I didn't say everybody wasn't born with no house. I'm just saying everybody was born with no house, and I ain't talking about this Victor Vinziant, the one that is the legend.
I've always had my own.
The one that was growing up who had pimples, who had to learn how that he had to learn what nut was. He had to learn how to wipe his ass right. He had a snotty nose. I'm talking about I'm asking you, have you ever been in a reversal role relationship, brother? That's all.
Oh man, I can't say I have, but I have some close friends that have dealt with some abusive, relationships where the woman is the antagonizer, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to do the right thing, and then the dude still end up getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? When you just don't have no leverage in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So all of them are subjective, and everybody ain't gonna have all of the facts. You know what I'm saying? But the facts that they run off of are the ones that's gonna make the guy take the brunt of the situation. Though it's just a disadvantaged position.
See, I think that a lot of people don't understand that this society has allowed certain things to be okay, right? And certain things not to be okay. And one of those things have been that the black men, or just men in general, we we should just accept ass whooping from a woman. Basically, we should, if she get ready to cold cock us, slap us, throw grease on us. Now, look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you just how I feel. Nobody owns a human being. Now, you can be hurt. You could be scorn, but sometimes you have to have control of yourself. And but also the 48 laws of power talk about this, right? Being mischievous and manipulative and thinking you just so suave, yeah, get your dick chopped off. Chop chop. Get your dick chopped off because you're playing with people's heart, bruh. You're playing with
It's a two-way
somebody's
street.
heart and they soul and they mind and they so in love with you. And so now this passion becomes rage. And we see it all the time, man. And we see domestic violence, man, continuously being a big problem in our community. You know what I'm saying? And so reversal roles. And when women are being aggressive and being the aggressive ones, like, and it's not just black women. Let me get this damn me here clear. See, white women feel entitled that a black man ain't supposed to loud talk them anyway. You see this shit on TV and in social media every day. White girl slap a brother. Pa, don't you talk to me like that. Who do you think you are? And then the nigga go crazy and get the all on the head, going crazy. And then y'all like, man, and then what everybody say? She shouldn't have hit him. You get what I'm
They
saying?
don't break it up until he responds.
They gonna wait till he cold cock her ass back. But the point is, do you understand that this is not just a trend? It's two things that society has allowed to happen that people see every day and take pictures of, record it, and think this some fucking shit to laugh at. For one, don't no woman, no color got the right to slap no black man. Period. Do you hear me? Let me be clear with that. You don't got no right to just think you got entitlement that much to where you can slap somebody. Another thing is we watch a lot of different cultures handle our black women real rough, especially the ones who are homeless or MHMR. See, don't nobody think you got nobody when you homeless. Don't nobody think you got no family. They don't think you have an education. Hell, they see you today and think that you've been like that your entire life.
You ain't human.
You ain't been. Some of the smartest, most amazing people and gifted are homeless and have nowhere to damn me go. But you see people every day going around treating these people and doing a lot of evil things to them just because they are in the predicament that they are in. They have been even evilized. Oh, they might be rapists and drug abusers, and they not just homeless. They stopping my money and flow on business. So now they become a target, especially in Austin. We got some new things going on, Prop A and Prop B coming up. We don't need no more police officers going around jacking up people who homeless, putting a foot in their butt, taking all the little bags that they got to live off of and thinking they saving them by throwing them in the county jail. Oh, you homeless? Put you in the county jail. Hell, you live better in here than you do out there anyway. That's not the antidote to helping somebody get back on their feet, especially when it costs damn near $100,000 per person to live in Austin, Texas. Point blank, period. These are things that every person should know about their community because it's different, right? When you go out, you're feeding the homeless, you're doing good. I respect it. But it's a little bit more that we need done. You got to get a little bit more involved, and you need to see who are over these divisions in your community. It shouldn't be that many homeless people in Cluren, Texas. That only costs $500 to live. How everybody that's homeless?
Man.
I'm walking around here looking around. I'm like, man, damn, they tinted up everywhere. So I'm in my mind, it lets me know that no matter where you are, no matter what city you are in, there is an epidemic going on. Not just with COVID, not just with sickness, not just with police brutality, but also with mental illness, which has caused a lot of people to remain homeless, not aware of what's going on, and drug abusing and addicted. It's too easy to get some $2 drugs on the streets now. All these fake ass pills and drugs you can get hold to for 50 cents. Hell, everybody should be high. As cheap as it is to get high, truth be told, when I was young, hell, I would have been high too. 50 cents, $1, $2, $3, $4 pills that'll get you high out your mind. You ain't got to smoke real weed and get in trouble. You can smoke fake weed and be stuck on a damn wall. Fuck some real weed, nigga. Let's get fucked up. You know how it was when you were little, man. You get cough syrup, rub it in the Swisser, take all the seeds out. You trying to get so high, just imagine. You see what I'm saying? So they messing everybody up, man, and all this stuff is attached to each other, and it's destroying the quality of life, bro. That's just the damn bottom line. But, you know, this is Every Second with Cluren Williams, man. I just want to wake y'all up and keep you woke because your ass like to fall asleep when it's time to do some stuff. The music of the week is coming out the KKMG camp. Shout out to SP Head Up, Chest Out, man. I just seen him the other day, man. I hope you all right, man. Getting back on your feet. We love you over here, man, in the camp. Look out, Ted, man. I need you to drop my music video of the week, man. I sent you. I want the world to see this. Turn it up, man, and y'all jam out.
KKMG. In and out the door, man. 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 Yeah. My baby mama bitchin'. Them bill keys, I was nothing issue. Pussy come back and let them listen. In out that door, cause you hope you kissing. In out that door, cause you hope you kissing. In out that door, cause you hope you kissing. In out that door, cause you hope you kissing. For real though. My baby mama bitchin'. And I got no word about the snitching. Them fiends got a quarterback vision. Type of cat, no ordinary mission. Come run that corner, older, listen. Come run that corner, older, listen. That corner, older, listen. Come run that corner, older, listen. Yo, bitch ain't gon' play with me. No. My foot in the door, so don't play with me. I shut on them clothes, you play with me. Your daughter's not reeking, don't play with me. Come in out the door, cause we in too deep. Yo, bitch, I was lucky, need to get some sleep. Come in out the door to my pockets weak. Come in out the door to my pockets weak. My pounds for bitch, might lose you. Don't let that dog black nigga confuse you. No. Come in out that door, confuse you. But you don't know hurt no more, do you? No. Come in out the door, confuse you. Don't let that dog black nigga confuse you. Come in out the door, confuse you. But you don't know hurt no more, do you? No. In and out the door, man. 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 In and out the door, man.
In and out the door, man. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out KKMG, SP Head Up, Chest Out, Pick a City. You know what it is. The whole team. B, bro, I love you. We got some a couple of more minutes on this thing, man. I want to cover a couple of more things because you know what it is. It's every second we keeping it bumping, we keeping it moving. Shout out to UPC again for everything we doing. We got some upcoming events. Like I said, we got November 7th Brothers Brunch in Austin, Texas, presented to you by myself and my boys over there at AJC. Shout out Austin Justice Coalition. Shout out Dallas. Everybody that's putting this together, Reese and everybody else. We also want to know, Adam, who is your college team? Because see, I ride with the Longhorns, and Victor ride with somebody. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Auburn.
Hey, we're gonna talk about that keychain. That keychain at
Tennessee, right, or something like that, right?
Adam, something's flawed. No,
it's your team's father. Okay.
Oh no, Alabama. That's what it is.
Wait, hey, you remember?
Yeah.
What that is?
What's up, Adam? Who you rocking with in college, man? Football.
Man, I honestly just started getting into college, man, and being here in Georgia, you know, has been an experience. Just been watching, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really have a team. Even my NFL team sucks. I'm a Jets man. I will always bleed green. Yeah, it is what it is,
You
bro.
gonna mess your bets up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not responsible
So
for any of that, man.
one of those people always get beat by the Patriots, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm busy, bro. I'm busy.
That's all good. That's what's up. Do you like any other kind of sport though? I know they got the World Series going. I'm go Astros. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
you know,
anything else?
I don't really do sports, man. I also don't do social media. Like I said before, I'm busy, man. But I'm
That's all
about to
that
be
matters.
grounded here
That's
shortly.
all that
Once I hit
matters.
that skid of being retired,
Yeah.
you'll see me
That's
out.
all that matter. Already. Like again, man, I say I appreciate everything you did for us today. Dropping out some of them Jews, dropping out some of that knowledge. This is a live recording. We can always come back and check out the episode. Again, man, if you watching, make sure you get in, man, and start, communicating with us. Like I said, man, we got $100 giveaway today, man, and we ready to get some money. So again, shout out UPC. Victor, I need you to just give us a real splash real quick, man. Drop us some jewels. Also, just some self-help tips again, man, how to get started into doing what you and Adam are doing, and also give us some ideas that we can use to get us motivated, man, to jump in this real estate, start flipping these houses and get some of this money with you guys.
Man, hey, so before we do that, man, like I sent a video to Ted, and I want him to run it right now. So I like that to set the standard real quick. Ted, run that video I sent.
Already.
Hold on, I didn't get your video. Hold on.
We got it though.
Yeah. It was on the notes.
Okay. It was on our notes.
Yeah.
Did you mail it to him?
No, I thought that.
I don't see her.
Okay.
Yeah, we're running
back to the video. Yeah. So the video was Eric Thomas, a motivational speaker, and he was talking about pain. And the best way to get credit for your life is to work on your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do things on purpose, not just working in your purpose. Like your time don't even mean anything until you have purpose. I've been writing all week about that, and that word has really been speaking to me. You know what I'm saying? And when you have purpose, everything else comes after that is a little bit easier. You're more resilient. You know what I'm saying? And when you become more resilient, you become more you become more apt to go into the smoke every time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna come out the other side better. So when you start thinking about how to put those different pieces together to make your life count, real estate became that for me. It was real passion. So, no, that wasn't it right there. No,
what do you need to happen in your life that's not happening right now? You are so gifted and anointed. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your problem is you. Your problem is you. No, I'm gonna say it again. Your problem is you. You don't need no business cards, no websites. If you good, they'll find you. You don't need all that. Your breakthrough is about to come right now. The only thing that's gonna stop it is your ability to make the shift. That's it. And some of you, because of where you are spiritually, and because you are humble, and because you believe in God, you about to make that shift immediately. Some of y'all, you're gonna call me 2 years later and say, I got it. No, when you start doing what God tell you to do, it ain't gonna be no room. Why is it not gonna be room? Because you're not supposed to borrow, but you're supposed to lend. Some of y'all so dumb, you praying for you when you don't even know that God don't even plan to give you that little that you're praying for. Because if he gives you that little you're praying for, you're gonna be satisfied and you're gonna get your blessings cut short. Why? Because there's a portion you're supposed to get to give away. The real blessing is gonna come in the portion you're supposed to give away, not the portion you keep it. But you so spiritually immature that you're gonna pray for $1 million just for you and your family, and then your blessings gonna get cut off. Because the blessings don't come from what you get. The blessings come from the seed you plant that's going to bring you back more. So that's why God ain't blessed you yet, because you're going to take the blessing and go get a whip with it. You so sick, and you so worried about what people think about you. You still on what people think. Some of us drive driving cars, not because God told you to drive it, but your self-esteem is so low that you got to make people think you somewhere that you're not. That's a sickness. You have a low self-esteem. You care more about what man think than what God think. You tripping on what I think about you when God pissed at you, and that don't bother you.
Hold up. That's what I'm talking about. I like
Hey man,
that. I
yo,
like
ET,
hey, I didn't check the brother out, and he always coming with it. He coming with it. You know what I'm saying? That's that
just
life stuff. And I know you already got some inspiration to jump in and do that. Be a life coach and do the public speaking. And so,
yep,
take some bullet points and stuff and some tools and stuff, man. Because I see that you doing that's what you want to do, and we got plenty of opportunity there. Because I'm gonna put you on blast. One of these gloves up, guns down. I'm gonna put you on blast, bro, and you gonna come on and get in there. But
yeah,
so right now, what I'm gonna get ready to do, man, is I'm gonna keep it rolling. Like I said, Adam, appreciate you for coming today. Shout out to your support. Whatever we can do to support what you're doing. Of course, I'm pretty sure Victor gonna rap with you on the back end with us getting together, doing some business, and
yep,
working forward while we in the same location. We got these events coming up with UPC and stuff. Matter of fact, I think it's October 31st.
31st, yep,
October 31st, have a 3-on-3 basketball tournament going on, but we also have some future events that's going to be going on regularly with the Gloves Up, Guns Down, Stop the Violence edition.
Love
Um,
it.
yep,
we're very geared up right now. Everybody is kind of like ready to roll with this thing, so we need that support, man. We need some commercials. All that. I need some commercials for my show right now. Hell, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna work with you, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. But I gotta thank you, man. And before we go up out of here, man, I'm gonna run through my word of the day also. Um, Victor, you are Black excellence. Thank you so much for coming again on these Thursdays, man. You're always here and you're always supporting and enlightening us and giving us game, man, and supporting me more than everything, right? Uh,
absolutely,
but one thing I want to do is I always want to focus on making that time to heal, like I say, making sure that we amend those relationships that we can amend. Always knowing that some of the things that we think may be cliche, it may be cliche to you or cliche to say, but the power in the cliche messages will never lose value. It will never lose strength. So I want you guys to know before you leave today that my message is for you guys to just slow down, right? The old folks used to always tell us, baby, don't rush to be grown. Baby, don't rush to be grown. And what I mean by that is a lot of people nowadays are just trying to have it all at 18, 19, 20, 21, and it's so much pressure. When I was growing up, man, it wasn't that hard to really date because you just had to be polite. You had to have respect. You had to have manners, so you could find a date with just that. Now you gotta have a bag. You gotta have diamonds. You gotta have gold teeth. You gotta have a certain hairdo. You gotta have your hair blonde. You gotta have a certain body structure. You gotta have your face did up. When you're only 15 and you're looking like you're 20. And then when you get 20, you're looking like you're 30 because you didn't let your body get banged up so bad. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is to my people, all you people, man, don't rush to get grown, man. Quit rushing to do this stuff and take step by step. A wise man once always told me that the slowest way was the fastest way. I didn't understand what he meant at the time. I was young, I was dumb, and I made a lot of mistakes. But if I think about it now, I understand a lot more now, a lot more clearer. My understanding is on a higher level, obviously. So it's easy for me to say this, but it's hard to live it. So focus on living. Just don't focus on the words. But remember what I told you. That's my word of the day. I thank you guys for being with me. Thank you for supporting me. And I'll see you again next Thursday at the same time, 5:30 CT. Stay wise, stay woke, stay dangerous. Be the light of the world. I'll holler at you later, people. All right.
Life is a dream. Just know that I'ma ride for my team. Know that I'll die for my team. To the top, I'ma rise with my team. Rise with my team. Life is a dream.